In this video, I'll be taking you along on my recent trip to
Albania!
a country that truly surprised me in the best possible ways. From charming towns and scenic mountains to thermal baths and hidden waterfalls. My airport outfit looks like a sack of potatoes, but it's comfy, and I guess that's what counts. Albania is packed with beauty, culture, and some unexpected quirks. So grab a coffee or a snack, sit back, and let's dive into this unforgettable adventure. Our first stop was the historic town of Berat, also known as the City of a Thousand Windows. And wow, it was just as magical as it sounds. The very first thing we decided to do after arriving? Eat, of course. Using Google reviews, we found a cozy little spot just outside the busy center. The restaurant was called Tenani, and it had this peaceful atmosphere that made us instantly relax. We enjoyed the delicious meal. To our surprise, they brought us some kind of watermelon ice cream completely on the house. A small gesture, but so memorable. We stayed at a tiny family-run campsite owned by an older woman who also rented out a few rooms. We got one of those. Simple, clean, and just a short walk from the center. A fun little thing to mention, in Albania everyone calculates 100 lek as €1, $1, or £1. It's not exactly accurate, but it's how they do it. It's also very much a cash country. In many places, card payments simply don't work or they pretend the machine is broken. In more touristy areas, euros are accepted, but in smaller towns, always carry a lek with you. Something else that stood out? The animals. Albania has so many animals freely walking around. Cats, dogs, horses, donkeys, goats, chickens, cows. You name it, we saw it. Locals often advise not to touch them because of the fleas or the possible diseases, but honestly, sometimes we just couldn't resist giving them a little love. Just remember to wash your hands.
You want yellow. She doesn't want yellow.
Berat itself is stunning, a beautiful old town full of thinly packed houses, lovely restaurants, cute little shops, and a relaxed vibe. One morning we even hiked up a nearby hill to visit a small church. Funny story though, at the church there was a homeless man sitting at the entrance asking for money to let people in. We decided not to go inside, but he definitely tried to lure us in with a loud "Hey, hey, hey!" from the doorway. It was a bit strange, but also part of the experience.
Are you eating?
Yeah.
Are you eating my e-stack? No! This is mine. Why you eat my e-stack? You bad kitty. Bad kitty. Bad.
One thing I did appreciate, Albanians aren't pushy like in some other countries. People are kind and let you explore at your own pace. That said, their customs, culture, and hygiene are very different from what we're used to, and that's something to keep in mind.
Ja, maar dat is blijkbaar altijd deze periode.
Yes, je ziet er echt wel goed uit, hoor. Ik vind het,
Next up, we drove towards the thermal baths of Benje in Permit. The drive itself was breathtaking. Looking back, I wish we had stopped a few times for sightseeing because the landscapes were incredible. Once we arrived, we realized it was already quite busy. If you're looking for peace and quiet, I definitely recommend going early in the morning. Still, the place was gorgeous. Warm, neutral water, beautiful rock formations, and a peaceful vibe despite the crowd. And here you hear Kevin mocking the guy from the church. From there we continue to Gjirokaster, a heritage town famous for its big bazaar. And yes, you've probably seen it on Instagram. Influencers really do know how to promote it well because I knew I wanted to see it for myself the moment we planned the trip. We also visited Gjirokaster's castle. but the heat that day was just too much to handle. We couldn't explore everything. Along the way, we noticed signs warning about bats, and just as I was joking with my boyfriend that we hadn't seen a single one flew right over my head. Talking about timing. We stayed at Villa Braho, run by a warm, welcoming family. It was honestly one of the best places we stayed during the entire trip. The lady of the house kept bringing us fresh juice, fruit, snacks, water, always with a big smile. She was just the sweetest. That evening we had dinner at Castleview restaurant, and not only was the food amazing, but the people we met there truly made the evening special. We spent hours chatting with them about life, culture, and the little differences between our worlds. They even gave us free ice cream at the end. Honestly, if you're ever in Gjirokaster, don't miss this place. Also, the view is incredible. Our next destination was a hidden gem, a fairy tale like waterfall that felt like it was taken straight out of a dream. But let me warn you, the hike to get there is not easy. It's steep, rocky, and a bit extreme. Along the way, we saw so many people give up and turn back. If you decide to go, bring good hiking shoes and be ready for a workout. That said, it was so worth it. The water was ice cold but crystal clear and absolutely magical. This was by far my favorite stop of the entire trip.
Dan moet je tuten, hè? Tut. Allee.
After the waterfall, we drove to Himare. I had been looking forward to visiting Kiko Beach. It had been on my wish list for so long, but unfortunately it was closed for renovations. Total bummer. They've reopened now, by the way, so if you're planning a trip, you're in luck. Things didn't really go our way in Himare. We had some bad luck with our hotel and ended up fleeing, literally, to a last minute apartment we found in Durres. That also meant our plans to visit more beaches and spots like Dermi had to be cancelled. Instead, we ended up in Durres, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't really recommend it. It was super crowded, dirty, and the sea wasn't clean at all. We couldn't even find a place that served breakfast.
Ja. Oh, meisje. Ah, meisje. Hm? Ja. Kom jij ook? Ja. Kom jij ook? Ja. Oh, oh, oh.
The only upside, the apartment was at least better than the Nightmare Hotel in Himare. On the bright side, Durres is closer to Tirana airport, which meant the end of our trip was a bit more convenient. So our Albania adventure didn't end quite as dreamy as it started, but honestly we still had a wonderful time. We explored new places, met kind people, experienced a totally different culture, and made so many unforgettable memories along the way. Albania is full of beauty, surprises, and stories, and I'm really glad we took this trip. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.